Hello everyone, thankfully we are here. So let's start our drawing. We are doing Inosuke. Hello everyone, thankfully we are here. Just a second. Alright, so let's start with drawing. First of all, putting the marks. I was thinking to put, what's it called, a timer so that I don't take it, I don't take a lot of crazy amount. So here we are. Inosuke. Inosuke. So to start, Inosuke, hey, you're here. Hello, 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 hello. Right, to start with, I'm just going to place a few lighter lines to start with, and then we can take it further from there. Just need to make sure everything falls in the right place, and also we'll try to be real quick, but who knows, right? So that's the hair thing drawn roughly. Don't worry if it doesn't look anything like Inosuke at this point, but we'll manage. That's his eyebrow, that's his second eyebrow, and this is where we will put his eyes. So just going to mark it lightly, not too dark. And that's his nose somewhere over here. And that's his chin. His chin will come. Right, these are his hair strands. Just using these to find the right lines. No detailing required. Now we need to make his head in the right proportion, so it's kind of a big head. Right. Have you ever tried drawing some silhouettes? Uh, yeah, yeah, I think I have, but I don't know. There are a few videos of Ronaldo, and I guess something. You can find them on my channel. I think I've done a few. So yeah, that's it for your question. Right. So this is his head is almost in place now. So we will quickly try to draw the shape of his hair strands and move a little further below to draw his body in action. Hope everyone's just doing great. Let's see if we have some messages. What happened there? Just a second. Just a second. Yeah. Alright, so we have his head in place. I think the face needs to be a little longer than what we have made. So yeah, this looks fine, promising enough to move. Let's draw his body, and we will try to quickly get the posture right before doing anything else. So you can see some sort of a shadow over here. We're just doing the markings at this point, and yeah, just a second. How do I check this thing? All right, all right. I can't see the messages now. Just a second. All right, I can't see the messages. There it be. Let me just fix my chair real quick. Oh, good. So, can you draw a jungle cook? Oh, I can, but not right now, I guess. I can. I definitely will try to draw that for you. Dude, are you Sarah? I guess you are right. Keep on changing your names, and I keep forgetting who's talking or whom am I talking to. I think it's Sarah. Dude, what happened to the PTI account? Dude, 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 dude. Alright, so that's his shoulder. And this bicep somewhere over here. Again, not too many of details, just trying to figure the pose out. And we will do the details in a bit. I have zoomed this in, so let me zoom this out a bit. And yeah, this is better, I think. It's me, Vamp, of course, of course. What's up, bro? Great to see you. Just a second. Yeah, all right. So, what's up, Vamp? What have you been doing? What is up, Vamp? What is up? All right, so that's his back, his torso, and that's his waistline. That's his chest. Here we can see some of these abs, but we don't want to get into the detail. Just tricep. I hope you can see the drawing. And I think this hand, this arm looks long enough. It just needs to have a little more volume. All right, this looks fine. Let's do his other hand. Good to see you too. Of course, yay, yay. All right, so let's draw his other hand, and it's somewhere to be lined with this back, right? So that's his bicep kind of a thing. That's his arm, and we won't do too much of a detail. So the foreshortening will make it look smaller. I know the pencil is just too light. Yeah, it's all right. Come back, come back. I'm here. And that's his wrist and his hand. All right, so right now a lot of graphite is shining and everything, so we fix that with a few colors that we use. But for now, let's draw the entire pose because that's what we want to do. All right, here's that hog's head. Where his hog's head is going to come. That's the ear. And let's see how long we have taken. Oh, we're already 14 minutes in, so I don't think I'll be able to finish this in like 20 seconds, 20 minutes. But we keep on trying, right? So that's the hog's head. That's his nose. We'll do the detailing in a bit. That's his. That's the fur around his waist. And let's put his hand in place. His arm looks long enough. Just a little more curvy. And that's his thumb. That's where he's holding the sword from. The first knuckle of the first finger. We don't have many viewers, and that is super nice because all right, this is where his other sword will come. And all right, this looks fine. I think this is a little longer than what I've made. Let's extend this knee trouser thing, and that's where his other foot is supposed to come. So yeah, I think basically we have got it right. And hello, what is up? What is up? What is up? So now we will do a little bit of detailing. You can use this pen, I guess. So let's do his hair first of all, before anything else. Let's give it a couple of detailing in his strands. So what's up, dude? Vamp, what were you doing? Of course, I did, 100%. What were you doing, dude? Did you draw something, or what's up? Just chilling, watching some movies. So whatever details that you cannot see at this point, come to it first. Try to give it a few colors to make it look convincingly interesting. And my life, okay, that's nice. So you can see that we haven't taken a lot of space over here, we're kind of ending it over here. However, in the reference, it's showing it to be way broader than what we have drawn. So we will try to make it a little broader by adding these extra strands and extending this a bit. But this is not important at this point. So yeah, let's do the detailing of his hairdo thing. We will try to make it really nice. Try to make it better by adding details, because a raw sketch just looks too sketchy. Like there are no details at all, and it kind of looks nuts. And people think you're just avoiding all the details. Also, that I think when you're drawing anime and stuff, it's like half the times you're just spending making the hair. Because it's all of these animes have like crazy hairdos. Like stylists must be making millions cutting these fancy hairs. The world of anime. I really want to see those barbers. Alright, so let's just keep drawing. Let's give a little detail to his other arm. Alright, give him his expression. Drawing the first eye. And we will come to the detailing part. And whatever we have missed, fix that. Right, so I think these rest of the body details can be drawn with the brush, because it's got that brownish tint to the lines. And that is what we'll also try to do. But for that, you need a brush and some colors. I think that whenever I use this OBS thing, the app that I'm using, I get lesser views, but I will try to use this app for now because it's got super better results when you're streaming. So I might be just streaming on this app for a while now. I also think that Kitty went offline. So yeah, we are using these darker tones, a little color to give a little detail, a small amount of toning to the body, and draw some muscles with this color. Light wash, some abs, again a light wash, and a little darker outline to define the abdomen from this side, seen through the abs and everything. Right, we can darken this part as well. We can darken this rest of the skin that's right beneath the chin. Some lines will define some muscles, more muscles. Alright, so I think this looks fine. This bicep should have been, shoulder should have been bigger, but now I have already made the lines and everything, so I'll stick to it. I hope I get more views because it's just one person watching, the mystery person. Of course, it's not mystery, it's just that I have to get up and check who's watching from the app, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah, let's just keep on painting. So, I need to use a little red to make the skin tone. And just use a little tiny color. So, add more water to it. I hope it's not too brown. I think it's fine. It's kind of giving me that uh, wash effect. Trying to paint these muscles. Just a little color only. Give the tiny tint of pink and shadows. What's up, Mr. Virus? Can use the same tone over his face. Translucent wash. Let's add a little dark tone over here. I will gradually keep painting and detailing the skin. This looks fine. Let's add more darks. We need to add a little tinge of the same pinkish tone all over this part to define some muscles. Please leave a message if you guys are here. What's up, Mr. Virus? Hope you're having fun. Alright, this looks fine. Let's do the hair. Because hair has too much character. We can't leave it blank. I'm using black. Something that I don't usually do directly, but let's go with this. So let's do black. Let's just add too much of water to this thing, to this stone, and even this is dark. We'll manage. So applying the light tone for this hair part. Just a second. Trying to figure out. This looks fine. There's a little bit of blue in his hair. We'll add that in a bit. It's too dark. I think I should use a broader brush. As 20 minutes are up, and let's give this another 20 minutes. So yeah, let's keep doing this illustration of Inosuke. It's all right if the hair isn't making sense to you right now. It will as soon as we add more tones. Right. So let's add more dark tones. Again, we don't want to do too much of detailing, but it's just that if you kind of try to slack a bit, leave some of the details, and the illustration kind of stops making sense because some of the areas are lighter, some are darker. So the gradation needs layering and a lot of attention. And lots of attention. So yeah, this part could be darker, as in a flat dark color. So use this lighter gray. Tone it dark. This looks promising. All right, this looks fine. What we'll do is we'll add a little darker color to give the shadows more definition, and trying to make it more convincing. See, most of the time it's just detailing in the hair. This takes too much of time. Hello, what's up? Meta, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're good. I think this is enough for the hair, and I don't want to end up just doing the hair thing. Let's do his eyes. Okay, his eyelashes, a thicker line. His eyebrow should be thicker. Inosuke. Alright, let's put this greenish tone in his eyes. Slightly green, dark green, but I'm washing it down with the water, diluting it with water. Let's do the same thing with his other eyes with the gradient. Make it look darker with the wash on top. Right. Let's give him a little detail around his mouth. Really thin line. Alright, this is alright. We can move further. Then below, just want this front part of his head and his hair to be like really detailed, at least this part. Anyways, this session was sort of a testing session to check how's my OBS doing now. My OBS sense of loyalty I have now to this app. Alright, so I was thinking that I should just turn this session off now because I don't see many views. Again, I'm sure that's because of OBS. I'm gonna test this again with without OBS now. So let's see if that is any better. It's just that if I'm not doing it with OBS, you won't be able to see the reference that I'm drawing from. So that was the only reason I really want to do it with the OBS app. But all right, so that's it for this session. I'll come live with another session just in a bit to see how that works. Take care. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.